How's it going? Starting my virtual camera. Bring me this job this time. He'll be over in his car for you.
He's in love with rock and roll.
He's in love with Kenny Sawyer. He's in love with Jenny Jones. He don't like his SpongeBob now. Lots of work, but the boss at the firm always thinks he should. What is going on? Well, okay. It's time for my game development class. Oh, somebody's trying to get admission. Hold on. Oh man, Ace, what's up, brother? Buddy? How you doing, man?
Hey, good.
All right. Yeah, can you hear music by any chance? Just curious. You can't, can you?
No.
Okay. That's okay. I'm going to leave it playing because it's really low. But yeah, I'm exploring the technical issues of like of giving classes like streaming them online. You know, there's things that I can send over the stream that don't get picked up by Google Classroom, and I don't know why that is, but it's good. I'll just figure it out as we go, and I'm just making sure my virtual camera. I'm just about to add another person here. What's been going on with you? I haven't been able to get on with you on Fortnite. You making waves on Fortnite? How's your Fortnite going?
Good.
Good. All right. You making progress? You gonna be a famous Fortnite player?
Don't really know.
No. So you just kind of casually play. You don't play that much, right?
No, not that much, but I'm good.
Yeah. I know there's some people that play they play all the time, and the reason is because they're handicapped. It's their only way that they can do stuff. Just bear with me for just a second. Have you been able to get you got OBS installed, right?
Yes.
All right. So depending on whether or not I've got like a dual plan in place. I want to work on the WordPress and you guys being able to set up your WordPress, but I really like to step back a little bit and see about getting an avatar and making sure that you know that you can get your avatar created and set up so you're not showing your webcam or whatever, or your personal face or information when you're out there on the internet gaming with people and joining groups, etc. So Sadia, I have a game development class. This is another class member, Ace, that I'm talking to right now, and I can see what she's talking to. And well, actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm having a class, Sadia, and my daughter's playing in the room. Hold on. I'm trying to get my other person added to the classroom. Hold on just a second. Bear with me just 1 second. I got a new phone. and doesn't charge very well. And it also doesn't have a removable battery, which I didn't like when I got it. Still don't like. But okay, I'm just trying to get to where I can see that my camera is coming across. Okay, so when I'm talking, Ace, you should be seeing like this this WordPress layout, right? You see this web page layout, right? And Sadia, I'm talking with one of the class participants that is joining my class through. Okay, good. She can hear me. Okay, they're joining my class through Google Classroom, and that's who I'm talking to. They can hear me there. And actually, Ace, I don't know if you can see, but if you see on your screen there, you see me talking and I'm making a gesture with my hand and I'm pointing right here. You see where my finger is pointing? That is a chat overlay. Yeah, Sadia, I want you to be able to get into the classroom and you can get in here from a phone. You can get in here from a phone, but I have to send you the class data. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Incidentally, Ace. Oh, here's my brother here. Hey, Ken. Somebody else just joined the class. Yeah. The kitty's playing with the balloon now. And that's really exciting because the cat has long claws, you know, so eventually the balloon is going to pop. Ken, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I am just going to my calendar to copy. There's somebody that is wants to get into my Google Classroom who's actually watching it on Twitch right now. So
take your time.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do.
Let's see. I'm going to get my data right now. If you just copy conference info. There's the button. There's a little button that allows me to copy the conference info. Let me go back to my virtual camera. And Sadia, if you would take this information, if you use your phone, you should be able to use the link that I put into chat. And incidentally, Ace, you may notice if you see me talking on the screen, Ken, do you see me and I'm pointing my finger?
I do.
All right. Do you see that text that's right above my finger?
I do.
All right, what that is that's a chat overlay. Now, where is the chat coming from? The chat is going over the Twitch live stream. And the stream elements, the third-party overlay editor thing that you can get, you know, the jury's still out on it. I just saw a guy that I had a lot of respect for was using it, and so far it's worked really fine for me. It's a way that I can get a lot of control over my over the appearance of my chat from Twitch directly into the video. Now that will be recorded locally as well. All right, sweetie, that's awesome. We're really scared. That looks like a big, a scary balloon. Monster creature. All right. So let's hope this will pass here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is let me see. I'm making sure that I'm logged in right now. If I am at my home on I would like everybody to be this far along, if you can get into here, and if get your your web page open and make sure that you're logged into it, you're capable of logging into it, and you're capable of retrieving your password if you've lost it, and get on there. And while you're doing that, what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about avatars. Now, in game development, when you're inside a game, there's an avatar. Correct? Correct. All right. So, in fact, when I use Magic Mirror, Virtual Magic Mirror is built on a game engine. It's built, in fact, on the Unity game engine. It's a free tool, Virtual Magic Mirror, that loads an avatar that can be controlled by your motion and various things, right? Now, this is just in the same way when we develop a game, we're going to have a mesh, and the mesh is going to have an underlying skeleton, and the skeleton is going to receive animation. All right. So, again, what I want you guys to be doing is getting on to your to make sure that everybody's logged in, and I'm gonna build an avatar with Vroid Studio, and then later on you can do this yourself. And when we get an avatar, we'll show how to load it. Okay, hold on a second. Hey, if you don't mind, I will join tomorrow because it's getting late to you, because I should have to go to school. Yes, Sadia, definitely get your sleep so you'll do well in school. Is somebody trying to? Okay, Ace just rejoined. Did I lose you there for a second, Ace?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you missed, but it's all right. What I'm gonna do here. I hope that's not too blinding. Sort of blinding for me. I wish there was a dark mode for that. You see how that's HD monitors really lighten up? I look like I'm like a zombie, like come back from the grave or something. Right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Sadia, thanks for tuning in, and bear in mind, Sadia's in India, so it's getting late where she is. We do this from 3 to 4. And she's a really good gamer. I game with her, and she games with my daughter as well on Mech Arena. She's a really good player, but she's got to go to sleep.
Come upstairs.
I can't come upstairs right now, and the reason why is because I have a class. You see, the students are in my class, so you should be listening to Daddy give his class too, right? And not.
I'm gonna take 1 million years gonna burn.
No, it's going to be over in 30 minutes. All right? And you should be teaching this part because she knows how to do this. Okay, so pay attention, folks. This is Vroid Studio. It's free. Okay? And you click Create New, right? And choose... yeah. Freya, would you like could I get you a popsicle or something? Freya, you should be used to this by now. All right, so I'm rolling with my mouse button to get this, and I choose, I can just choose a look. I'm sorry, folks. Oh, wait a second. This is right mouse button. This is holding the mouse wheel. And this is rolling the mouse wheel. So I can zoom in and out, right? I can choose a hairstyle. I'm going to try to do this quick. Change the hair color. I hope you don't think that I'm spoiling her. But I hope that's not too noisy. Is that really hard on your ears, guys? Hello?
We understand having a
Yeah.
Fussy child.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's typically not fussy, but I don't. On the one hand, I don't want to punish her, but she's not going to get her way because I'm doing something else. Okay, I can set the body style here, and I get an outfit. See, there's a lot of different outfits and so on. I like this kind of space robot outfit, right? Okay, so I got this guy and face. See, I can change the color in here and so on. Okay. And I've got my outfit, I've got my look, right? And now the last thing that I want to do to get this guy to where I can use him is export him as a VRM. Now, while that's running, let me go see if I can calm her down a little bit. Oh dear. I'm sorry. She actually, I got up, to go see if I could like have a talk with her, and she's like, "No, I'm not talking to you. I'm mad." And she ran into her room and she locked the door. Oh no. No, she can get on Roblox and play in there. She should not. I hope she doesn't get in the habit of that. She's only interrupted my class one other time, and I was kind of happy, that she's back in here with me during the day because we're doing a lot of activities together. For a while there, her mom got her to go in her own room, and if I tried to bring her out, like force her to come out, she would have a meltdown, right? So, and I'm the kind of parent, I don't use a lot of force, or I don't use any force. I'm like, when you're ready to chill, just calm down. All right, so you notice that I said export as VRM. And it has a thing like upload to Vroid Hub. If you design something in here with Vroid, and there's a lot, I just showed it very briefly. There's a lot of ways you can make your own clothing by painting the templates. So people use Photoshop and they make the fabric and they make their own customized stuff, and then they sell it on the Vroid Hub. Right, so I'll call it Man 8. That's a reference to Tobor, the 8th man. Okay. Incidentally, Ken, I know you were a big fan of the 8th man, and a watcher of Astro Boy and so on. Sadia is a fan of like the latest anime or whatever that everybody's watched. It's called Demon Slayer. Okay. And we get on Discord together. She's in India, and when we watch Demon Slayer together, it's actually pretty good. Do you, Ace, do you watch Demon Slayer? I don't know if he's still there.
I don't watch Demon Slayer.
Yeah. I know Ace watches Naruto. Is that correct, Ace? I hope I didn't lose Ace. All right, so I can put.
Looking at the thing, his picture thing is still up there. So
Good, good. I'm not a big. I really don't believe in multitasking. It's kind of a myth.
with ADD,
Well, I
pretty,
mean, people like us, you know, that was the thing. I would come home, you know, from school, and number one, all the kids are talking about all the TV shows,
right?
right? So you got to see all the TV shows, or else you're a nerd, right? You don't know what's going on in the world. And then I'm supposed to do homework. Then there's stuff I want to read, right? I have a book, you know, and I have a comic book, and you know, and then I'm trying to draw, because drawing in class, you know, if I draw a little bit, it makes me not go crazy. I have to sit there for so many hours, you know, basically doing nothing in class. And so mom would come in and she's like, "You cannot watch television. And you have to learn the Beatles songs because you don't know how to sing the songs, you know. It's like you don't know the Beatles," right? It's like you don't know all the music or whatever. So I'm sitting there listening to the Beatles and watching TV with a book and a comic book and drawing, right? And mom is like, "You can't do that." Oh yeah, I did. I did it, and yeah. I mean, I think that ADHD. If anybody can multitask, it's ADHD people, especially with a capital H, hyperactive. You know, that yeah, we're capable of doing it, but I don't think it's a good idea. That you know, one of my coping mechanisms with ADHD is I bulldog latch onto something and just do that one thing to the exclusion of everything else until I really make a block of progress on that, and then I'll put it down. And so, sometimes I do that a little bit too much, but I've seen like there was a girl at Temple the over the high holy days, and she was the girl that blows the shofar, which is in a Jewish temple you blow it on the high holy days to. It's a special thing that you do or whatever. And she carried me to a get together, like a lunch or whatever that we had after Yom Kippur. And when I opened the door to her car, it was a complete mess. Like it looked like the inside of Devon's van or something. You know?
Right.
And she's a student and working waiting tables, right? And in consumer society, when you just have all this stuff, oh, you're supposed to have this and that and this and that, and then you need this and this and this and this and this and that. It's like you're supposed to have so much stuff. In reality, that just turns into a nightmare of junk, you know. You're deluded by consumerism into believing that, and it's actually stopping you from getting stuff done, right? So, but I can see, and this is a thing that happened to me when I was in college, is that, yeah, when it got around time for exams, there was no laundry, there was no washing dishes, there was nothing. I just had to sit, I had to lock on to my schoolwork and do that to the exclusion of everything else. And that's why I think, one of the things that is lacking with our families and our communities is that I see in Asia is like families will organize themselves around an achiever in the family, one that has high expectation, and the various family members will facilitate taking care of all the stuff that around that person so they can focus on their study and do that one thing. All right, so I'm going to put on reference here NA, and I think reference is like to say if you're using another artist's stuff that you have permission to use or something like that. But I really don't care. I'm not really sharing these. And I'm just going to put a version number 1.0. These are things to think about if you're going to sell these things. All right. And
Do you have to post it on the hub?
no, you don't. All right. This last thing. All right. This stuff, it's for games, and games can have adult content. Games can have sex. They can be PG-13 and all that stuff like that. So anytime you've got a game asset or whatever, and you want to license it, you know, I don't want any of my stuff. If I've done so, I don't want depictions of violence. I don't want depictions of sexual acts, right? And that restricts a game asset that you've made from being used in something that you don't approve of. You see what I'm saying? Who can assign a personality to the character, to the avatar? You can say only the creator, right? But really, I don't need to do this. I can say redistribution prohibited, and additional license information URL. And this is where, you know, people do really fancy stuff. If you actually go on the Vroid Hub, or you go on to Pixiv.net or something like that, you're going to see people that make absolutely amazing avatars with these applications. They do all this customized stuff, and they sell it, right? They sell it online. And so that's where you're going to be trying to restrict certain things like that. And if you have additional license information, you're going to have it on your website. Probably your website is also going to promote your game asset products. I've had one set up, but I let it, you know, with this whole thing with my wife, I just let my site go. And now I'm going to try to rebuild everything from nothing on WordPress again, because, hey, I can help other people learn it from scratch or whatever by doing it over again. I had a domain, and it was also the David MCB domain. And, you know, over time, I'm less and less, you know, my name is really not McBride. It's on my birth certificate. But yeah, I mean, my brother knows, you know, it's not really my name. And my father didn't really give me a name. So Schwartzinger is my name. It's going to be my name. Eventually I'll get a legal name change. All right. But that's okay. It's not heartbreaking. You know, anybody, you know, I say, my father didn't give me his name. Well, he didn't. He probably would have lost his job if he did. But he's passed away for a long time now. But okay, so here I am, avatars. New. I'm gonna make a folder here. Hope everybody can see that. Male Vroid is what I'm going to call this folder, and put these avatars in there. All right, so this you know, Ken, you were talking about people wanting to do like some Bible stuff,
Right.
you know, and make some kind of educational CD. You know, did you ever think about you know, a way? You know, I don't know what kind of people you're actually talking to that want to do this, but there's a lot of you know, people that proselytize for churches that are you know, they're native Asians, and they're in especially South Korea and in Japan, and you know, this whole thing of anime, you could make all the Bible characters with just these anime characters, and yeah, they just straight up talk. They grab the audio from your microphone and talk, and there are ways to animate them to capture your motion and stuff with Magic Mirror, and I think it would be you know, it's probably already being done actually, but it would be it would be it would be something that a church could raise money for if they wanted to do a project or something like that. But this is a great kind of cut to the chase thing. Incidentally, if you're using a product like Virtual Magic Mirror, if you use it in production, but you're producing videos with it, I don't know how they can even know that you're even using it, right? So the thing about it is Unity and Unreal Engines, as far as when you start making a game on Unity, it's something like after you make $500,000 a year or something like that, then Unity gets a cut. But before that, it's free.
Cool.
Yeah. So Unreal Engine has the same kind of thing, which I think that they're really good products to work with. So I've exported this, and now the moment of truth. Oh, wait a second. Let me go back here and go export again, and just I'm sitting here talking, and I stream assets, avatars, male Vroid. So that's where I need to go to. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close Vroid Studio, and then I am going to run Magic Mirror. If you'll just bear with me for a moment. How am I doing on time? I'm doing good. All right. Go to my desktop, and I think I moved stuff into desktop shortcuts. Actually, no. My taskbar, Virtual Magic Mirror, is bound to my taskbar.
No, but one of the things I'm thinking about, and I was actually going to ask you, ironically, about this today, about creating an avatar, is I want to generate an avatar news person. So some of the stuff I'm going out and shooting for my channel, I can do like a green screen in the background with the avatar news host in the foreground.
You want it to be like looks like a real person or a cartoon character, or what?
I mean, as real as possible, but I want to, create something that, in other words, what I want to do is find a really good like AI voice program that I can type a script up, and then the text to voice program generates the text, but then be able to feed that text to the character and record it, and then lay that over. We'll do have it on a green screen so that I can insert whatever news story I want. So
Yeah, just to let you know, Chroma Keying is increasingly not necessary. Like typically, like in these applications, you're getting what's called alpha channel,
Right.
which your transparency is gonna come from that, and it eliminates the
The
problem
need for that. Okay, that's fine.
for chroma key, for green screen. I mean, there's some applications where it's still useful, but a lot of times the troublesome stuff of light getting on. But since the thing about it is this, since you don't have a real person, right?
Right.
What you've got is you've got an avatar. Hold on, this dang thing. I don't want it to connect to Vroid Hub. Oh, okay. All right. So, all right. okay, this is a case in point. Say I was loading something from MetaHumans or something like that. It would it'd be some kind of interface here, and it goes here. I've got on Magic Mirror, I've got load file from PC, right? So when I do that, by default, the Magic Mirror the thing goes to green screen, and I think that's sort of like an homage to the olden days more than anything else, because it's completely useless. But I haven't seen a use for it. But here's avatars, and here's the male Vroid that we got. So here's Tobor, the 8th man. All right, so load VRM. Okay, and see if this guy is going to come in for us nice and smooth. Okay, yeah. So here he is. Let's see. And what I do, and that you see that he's already talking with my voice by default. Can you make that out?
Yeah.
Is it clear enough? Is Ace still on? I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
he's on.
Okay.
He's got his aviator glasses on. He looks
Okay,
like Tom
cool.
Cruise getting ready to turn the afterburners on.
Oh man, bro, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so here I can turn off the transparent window for the time being, and just to let you see how to control it. And I'm going to go to layout, and I'm going to hit free camera mode. By default, it's not on. So once I'm in that, then I can use this mouse wheel thing or whatever, and see what this is right mouse button. I'm holding down the right mouse button, and I'm moving the character around, right, trying to get it exactly where I want, get it into position, and it takes some tweaking sometimes, right? Now, the situation, like, okay, if you're gonna use this avatar as like your face or whatever, you might be inclined to do something like this, right? As if that's really your look and everything like that. You might go with that, right? And right now I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go with this, and I wanna know that when it moves around, it's it's actually in the settings. Like right now, my head control, it's the mouse, right? So I can move the mouse around to control the avatar like that, and that's a default setting. But I want to recap right quick. We opened Vroid Studio. We made this basic thing, clicked on it. We just basically loaded stuff that was already in there. We did the export to VRM, and then we opened Virtual Magic Mirror, and we loaded this file from the local machine. Now, if you're loading from the Vroid hub, you can get out there. You should watch out. There's violent and weird gamer stuff out there or whatever. If you're getting out onto the Vroid hub, just be aware that there's a lot of stuff for sale, right? And you can find stuff. The advantage is this. A lot of people make free stuff on the Vroid hub that you can use. That's really cool, right? But they have a deal with some of the other applications like Virtual Magic Mirror that says you can freely use this as long as you load it through the Vroid hub on your application, right? So right when I started this, it was like, oh, it was trying to load something from the Vroid hub, which it had been set up to load before, which I didn't want. So the thing was trying to connect to the Vroid hub. But bear in mind that you can get a lot of free stuff out there by using that method. If you try to go onto the Vroid hub and directly download it, it'll go, no, you can't download it from the Vroid hub. You have to download it through an application, because somehow they probably get some kind of, they get some benefit from that. I don't know what it is, but all right. So I'm going to drag this guy down, drop him down. Okay, and I'm going to go over here, and I've got I'm going to leave free camera mode on and just try to avoid clicking on it. See the lip sync right here? Sometimes if you load up and your lip sync doesn't work, it hasn't defaulted to the right. It hasn't defaulted to the right pickup, and you have to select it. Sometimes if it just says microphone, it hasn't. You just have to go in there and set it. Okay. Face track, and it says camera, right? So I can set this to use my camera for face tracking. And if you're not streaming your live image, which I'm doing right now, that's probably a good option to choose, right? Yeah. In fact, you don't want, if you're sitting in your underwear in your house and or you girl and you're wearing your curlers and stuff. You don't want to show that on the internet. You want to show your classy avatar and stuff like that. So this is fine, right? But if you, it's going to clash with my setup right here because I'm streaming live 4K on the internet. I can also pick up face tracking from my my virtual webcam. So if I have a scene set up, now, this is a little bit complicated. I'd like you to pay close attention to what I'm saying here. It says I can get a virtual camera here. That means if my virtual camera, right now my virtual camera is set to the scene that I'm on, but I could have an avatar in a scene right on a virtual camera, and I could set another avatar to pick up motion and data information from that avatar or whatever it was, or talking head there, which is really, I think, powerful and very cool. All right, so that's how we're animating this guy. Now, if you go down here on motion, it's like you can try these different options, and just play with it and see what your result is. There are various ways to make the enhance the avatar's motion, and there are also devices that you can use. This word to motion tab, right? Word to motion feature supports character motion by your word input. Please test by typing joy, right? So you type a word on the keyboard, and that sends an animation to your avatar skeleton, and then your avatar is animated by that, which is very powerful and very cool. There's a lot of interesting things that you can do, and you can explore it more, but I don't want to use up entirely the class doing that. I want to actually get this bad boy into, so I'm going to go back and go to transparent window there. Now I've got a transparent window, which is groovy, and I know that my avatar is full sized up or whatever, and now I can reduce these settings, windows, and so on. Now, you can see this guy because he's on a display capture. That's why you see him. That's why he's in the middle of the screen there. Okay, you understand that? Right? This is a real game, right? The Virtual Magic Mirror, like VUP or something, it runs on the Unity game engine. So pay attention to these little things, because you'll find that they hold in different environments. You're dealing with the same kind of assets and the same kind of issues, motion capture, data, and how it gets piped to the avatar and stuff, and how it appears and where it appears and how it gets rendered. Okay, in other words, when my mouse goes over this, the way I have it set up is that it goes to transparent, and then I can just drag it, right? So I just dragged it off the screen, it's gone. All right. Now, I'm going to bring my OBS over into the main screen here. So now you see, once again, the infinite mirror, right? And I'm going to go down here. Let's see. I think I have a blank, right? All right. Now, okay, I'm very curious to see what I'm sending. I love it. Okay, so if I'm sending a blank, you still see my border, right? And you see the display capture, but now I've got rid of the infinite mirror, and I'm working with a blank slate. Okay, so how to, probably we're gonna deliver a game in here, right? So I'm gonna start up a game, just for the sake of argument. And I'm going to start also adding sources. So I'm going to go and add a game capture window, and I'm going to call it VMM for Virtual Magic Mirror, and see if I can pick this up. I'm going to go capture specific window, and Virtual Magic Mirror. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So that's it. All right. So allow transparency. I want to check that. You see that? Allow transparency. Boom. Well, let me make sure you can see that. Yeah, you can. You can see it. Okay. All right. So here's my guy in a transparent window, right? And I can bring him down, and now again I'm using the mouse to make him look around, right? So my mouse thing is giving me my control. All right, so just as a quick demo here, let's see. Lara is logged in. I'm going to start Mech Arena, and I'm going to add to this scene. I'm going to add a I'm going to go ahead and add another game capture, and I'm going to call it MA, which will be Mech Arena. Let's see, is Mech Arena running yet? It's running, but it's not up yet. Switch down here. All right, so there you go. That's how you get your avatar. Now, I'm waiting for this bad boy to come up. And what I guess what I'd like you to do, I don't like wasting time, so I'm going to go back to this scene and pull this back over here for a second, and I'm going to go over here and go to download. Now, again, Ken, to your question, okay, everybody should be able to see that. Here's Vroid Studio, right? So you can, let's see if we can go here and get it downloaded. I sort of don't want to because I already have it, but y'all are students, so you need to see what you're going to be confronted with. Download for free, Windows, right? And it's going to allow you to make your avatars. Let's see, avatars. Well, no, I want to go here, and I want to go to software, and into 3D. And do I have an avatars thing in here? I want to make an avatars thing for software, because there's so many different softwares that do this, and I really need to have it. This is 3D software that does avatars. Need to have that saved out everywhere. There's so many different ways that this can be done. Okay, so that you want to get that and get it working. Let me see how my time is going. And today, yeah, I'm gonna end when I start getting the warning, because I hate like, and we'll just continue next time. I hate like getting cut off in mid-sentence. So really, when you get the warning, I'm going to go ahead and end the class. Okay, so just get ready for that. So there's VRoid Studio. You want to install that, and then you can make your avatar and get to where we are. And you can get Virtual Magic Mirror the same way. And where, you know, what I'm very disappointed is that Mech Arena has still not come up. I just wanted a simple game to start running, and Mech Arena has taken an age. They had a big update today.
David, quick question. You
Yeah.
were talking about VRoid Studio. Now, what's the difference in VRoid Studio and Virtual Magic Mirror?
Okay. What VRoid Studio is it's an avatar, an anime avatar creation system. It has a basic male and a basic female body, and if you go into it, you can really get in there and make wild custom stuff. It's really
Right.
really very powerful. You can make any kind of anime character and get all into the nuts and bolts of it. But think of it this way: it's a creation tool,
Okay.
right? Whereas Virtual Magic Mirror is a game. Virtual Magic Mirror, you've taken this game asset that you've created in VRoid Studio, a VRM file, which is a skeleton bound to a mesh with a, you know, animated face, animated eyes, and all that stuff like that. That asset is then placed in Virtual Magic Mirror, which it's a game. The keyboard, it's like, you know, it says if you type joy on the keyboard, the avatar will express. There's all these emotes and stuff like that. That's really just a game.
So, well, and I think I understand it. In other words, VRoid Studio lets you create an asset that can be used as
In a
a
game.
character inside the game Magic Mirror.
Right. And like in, you know, really the whole lingo of this streaming and all that stuff like that, we would really classify Virtual Magic Mirror as a utility, right? Because it allows the streamer to create an online persona, something that they show to the world that's their character, their personal thing, it's like a utility. But in reality, man, it's a game. It's just you can get it. It runs on Unity, right? And I like to underscore that, because as you begin to work with a game engine like Unity, you're going to see a lot of parallels and so on. All right, so let me see. Mech Arena is never going to start. Let's see. It's not going to start. And so I'm going to give up and concede a failure. But wait. What I want to show is where we're at. So I'm going to put my my OBS Studio back up here on this screen. Let me see what I'm sending. Okay, so you can see the infinite mirror or whatever. I'm going to go down into blank right now. Just try to imagine, or okay, let me just give a demo. I can't put Mech Arena behind him right now, but I'm just going to put a media source, and let's see, the one I'm going to choose is like maybe this background. I hope it, yeah, okay. So now note, I can now put my avatar up above this, right? Okay. And now I've got, is that my dismiss thing? Now,
That's your 10-minute
yeah,
warning.
yeah. So now,
Well, quick, well, yeah, I see this, but let me ask you a quick question.
yeah,
Inside OBS, can I export? In other words, I'm trying to figure out now what program, in other words, if I have my video file of my news story, and, would I use OBS to put my avatar in front of it and then record a video
Mr.
file?
McBride.
absolutely you use it for that. Yeah. Put your avatar in front of it, and all you do, okay,
Ace needs
Ace.
to talk to you, Dave.
What's your question?
I have to go.
Okay,
I'll
Ace.
be on the call tomorrow.
Okay. So we'll see you tomorrow, and try, just try your best to see if you can get Vroid and try to get your virtual magic mirror. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're making progress. Cool. Take care, man.
Okay, you too.
All right. See you next time.
Have a good one, Ace.
All right. So, yeah, and this is the thing. Well, okay. First of all, let's see. I want to see if I can get.
Of course, my question is now. It's like I've downloaded. I have OBS on this machine. I've tried to download Vroid, but it was saying I had an asset open that needed to be closed, so I didn't want to, exit out of what we're doing. So I'll reload it. So I also need to download Virtual Magic Mirror.
Yeah, that would be good. And that, like I said, Virtual Magic Mirror is not the be all end all. It's just it's free, and it's one of the good ones that a lot of people use. So there's a lot of resources and stuff to read about it. All right, so what I'm doing now, let me see, is that showing? Okay, I'm gonna try to load a Synthesia because I was curious about this for personal reasons. Let's see, voice, audio, visual. Yeah, buddy. Okay, here they are. All right, so here's Synthesia with my text. Let's see, I think. So Synthesia.
'Tis humane to have compassion on the afflicted.
All right, so I'm
as it shows well in all.
Now, is this a real person?
So it is
or this
especially
an
demanded
avatar?
of those who have had
This
need
is
of
an
comfort
avatar,
and have found it in
it's,
others.
It's an AI avatar from Synthesia. Okay, so let me go in here and let's see. Loop. Apply alpha in linear space, and what I want to get is is that, am I over yet?
No, that's my machine telling me there's an update for.
If any one of you,
request.
O
It's a
judges, or of these who are
copy
present
software.
here, marvels perhaps at me, that I, who have for so many years been
Alright,
occupied in
so,
public causes and
this
trials in such a manner
is,
that I have defended many men, but have prosecuted
the
no one could now
beginning
on a
of
sudden
the
change my
varying-
usual purpose, and descend to act as accuser. He, if he becomes acquainted with the cause and reason of my present intention, will both
and,
approve of what I am doing, and will think, I am
delivering
sure, that no one ought to be preferred to me. As manager of this cause, as I had been quaestor in Sicily, O judges, and had departed from that province so as to leave among all the Sicilians a pleasing and lasting recollection of my quaestorship, and of my name, it happened that while they thought their chief protection lay in many of their ancient patrons, they thought there was also some support for their fortunes secured in me, who, being now plundered and harassed, have all frequently come to me by the public authority, entreating me to undertake the cause and the defense of all their fortunes. They say that I repeatedly promised and repeatedly assured them that, if any time should arrive when they wanted anything of me, I would not be wanting to their service. They said that the time had come for me to defend not only the advantages they enjoyed, but even the life and safety of the whole province, that they had now not even any gods in their cities to whom they could flee, because Caius Verez had carried off their most sacred images from the very holiest temples. That whatever luxury could accomplish in the way of vice, cruelty in the way of punishment, avarice in the way of plunder, or arrogance in the way of insult, had all been borne by them for the last 3 years. If any one of you, one man was judges, or of these who are present
begged
here,
and
entreated
that I would not reject
that
them as
I,
suppliants,
who have for so many years been occupied in public causes and trials to no one, in such a manner that I have defended vexed and distressed, have prosecuted no one could now on a sudden change my usual purpose, as to be forced either to let those accusers deceive them who had entreated acquainted with the cause and reason of my present intention, when I had from my very earliest youth devoted myself entirely to defend no one ought to be preferred to me, under the compulsion as manager of this cause. As I had been questioned.
It ends in 5 minutes.
All right, so there we go. We're at a good stopping point. And like I said, if you can just write down like one of them and then do this. Let me do this one more time. Do alternatives to Synthesia. And you're going to get everybody is doing this now, Ken. Advertisers are like, man, we don't ever want to pay, because they pay big money for people to make ads or whatever. It's
right. So, and what's the name of the program? Spell it.
I'm going to spell it. It's SYNTHESIA. So I'm going to go alternatives. I'll Google alternatives to Synthesia. Synthesia AI, right? So now you're gonna, you see, number one, Hour One, AI video creation platform, voted best AI video quality. Apps like Synthesia, best AI generated content tool. Synthesia IO, free alternative, free AI. This stuff is, you know, Ken, I'm pretty sure that this stuff is really, really easy to do with free stuff, because there are so many companies that are rolling out these plans. It's got to be, there's got to be a free way. So down here, top 5 Synthesia alternatives: Pictory, HeyGen, InVideo, Colossian Creator, WeVideo, and also just before the thing is Unreal Engine MetaHumans. I don't know what the deal is. This is a new release. Unreal Engine. MetaHumans. So I'm going to the Unreal Engine site. And I'm going to put /MetaHumans. And this is I'm not sure what the deal is on how you get to use these things in your games, because it's a brand new thing. But let's see. So that's going to be where we stop.
Okay.
That's a lot of stuff to look at. Oh, wait a second. See, it's still, they did have this thing where you could just... Maybe it's gone. I don't know. Let's see. Search. I would go search MetaHumans. They had kind of a demo thing. You could open up a session and this is the Unreal Engine game engine. And okay, so yeah, now they have a new link, and this is it. You see this on the page?
Right.
MetaHuman, UnrealEngine.com. It's saying browser unsupported because I'm on Opera GX, right? So I would definitely keep an eye on this, because, I wouldn't make any hard. It's in such flux right now, and so many people are trying to charge you a bunch of money, and there's probably going to be a free way to do it that's great.
Cool.
All right, so that's it. All right.
All All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Anybody that's on the stream, hope you enjoyed it. And send me money on PayPal and stuff. Okay. All right. So, all right. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Ending my Google Classroom, and now I gotta not forget. I don't want to, get caught picking my nose on the stream. All right. So, but yeah, I'm gonna pick my nose, and then I'm gonna end the stream. All right. So.